Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hewlett, alongside the man, the myth, the legend, Miles Hewlett. Just two of us tonight, bringing you BPC Spartans versus Peoria Heights Patriots volleyball here. We'll start things off here in game number one with the JV contest. The Peoria Heights Patriots on the floor now, warming up. They look very similar in color and design to BPC, so good thing they stay on separate sides of the court, because it would not be easy to tell these guys apart here today. But we'll have a pretty good couple matches here. Hopefully no problems, and we will get on to BPC varsity right after the JV contest. And then tomorrow night there's been all kinds of yes and no's and all kinds of stuff going on for the BWP Sparklones football team. They are playing tomorrow night. They are playing at BPC High School tomorrow night. They are playing Macomb High School again tomorrow night. So for the second week in a row, the Bombers are the opponent for the Sparklones, but it is in Bushnell this time. Next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, the 30th, will be the JV contest against West Hancock. It will be at West Prairie. We go tomorrow to get some internet issues worked out at the Crow's Nest there. Spent the afternoon today talking to Chad Sharp on the phone and getting internet working out at the Crow's Nest here. So it was working very good when we left earlier. So hopefully by the time we get ready to go back tomorrow, everything will be A-OK and we'll be good to go. You're listening and getting ready for JV volleyball here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a short break and be back here at Bushnell Prairie City High School in just a couple minutes.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Just about ready to get underway here tonight with JV competition. This is a conference matchup for the Spartans. Miles, we talked about it a little bit ago. If you want to scroll over here to the left, for the first time all season long, we have fans in the grandstands here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. So I was told that 260 fans were allowed to be here. Tickets were given out. Still social distancing and the like, but they are here nonetheless, so it's great to have fans in the stands, not just in chairs around the top here tonight at Bushnell Prairie City High School. I was told over 600 fans are allowed at the football game tomorrow, so we should have quite a few fans in attendance there as well, as the Spartans are on the floor for BPC. So it's going to be starting for BPC at right back, Aaron Jackson, number 34, a sophomore. At right front, a sophomore, number 12, Elizabeth Suter. At middle front, number 15, Elizabeth Gilfillan. At left front, number 27, Janet Lentini. At left back, number 26, Cora Golidge. And at middle back, number 4, Gracie Havens. Here's the serve. Overpass, and then it's hit right into the net. And a point for BWP, just that fast. And the serve for the Patriots was by number 1, the libero, I believe, Alexis Larson. Waiting to see if that's correct or not. Back to serve is Jackson for the Spartans, and it's going to be an ace. Falls right in front of Larson, the libero, who dives a little short for it. BPC leads 2-0. The serve is deep, and it's in. That's an ace as well. You might have heard him yell out, but it was definitely not out. 2 service points for Aaron Jackson, and an ace, a pair of aces to go along with it. And it is 3-0 BWP. Or BPC, excuse me. And then Larson, again, the libero, struggling with the serve receive. Can't get a pass that's usable there, and BPC is now up 4-0. That's a short serve. It's going to be dug. Now it's going to be a free ball. Hit deep, middle, Golage. Now Jackson's going to set right side to Suter. She's going to push it across. Larson, set, hit near side. Is going to fall short, but it's dug, and nobody could get to it. That was number 15, Olivia Tharp, on the kill for the Patriots, and they get their first point of the contest and trail 4-1. Back to serve now is, I believe, number 15, Olivia Tharp. That is Tharp, number 15, and she gets a point. 4-2 is the score. Deep middle, Havens. Jackson, middle to Gilfillan, and she's going to hit it right at Tharp. Tharp with a nice dig. It's going to come near side. Oh, free ball. Gilfillan to Golage. Now Gilfillan's just going to give a free ball back to the Patriots. Now middle. Havens with the dig. Gilfillan with a bump set. Jackson's going to push it across. It's going to be pushed up and back across. And now it's a nice little rally here. Suter's going to push it deep right corner. It's in. And a kill for Suter. And a point for BPC. A good rally there. And BPC comes up on the point-winning end of it. Back to serve now for the Spartans. Number 12, a sophomore, Elizabeth Suter. 5-2 is the score. Nice low, hard serve is dug. Set, near side it comes. The hit is just on the line. It was number 19, Janessa Wallace, with the kill. Now back to serve is number 26, I think. These numbers are not easy to read. There's Golage with the hit and a kill. Oh, it's number 28, excuse me. That was Skyly Davis. Back to serve for BPC. Elizabeth Gilfillan, a sophomore, number 15. Subs coming in as Gracie Havens is going to come out, and Jaitlin Sickles is going to check in. Jaitlin, of course, plays middle here for the JV squad. Golage will be got onto the left, and right, as usual, is Janet Lentini in this rotation. Lentini is going to knock it back across. Now a bump set. Goes to middle. Jackson's going to have it. Sickles going to set left side to Golage. Golage is going to get the hit, and it's going to go off the block of number 21, Paige Walton, and falls. Another kill for Golage. And a point for BPC. A nice set. Number 9, Emily Dana. Dana is the setter. Now Gilfillan gives the free ball to the Patriots. Now a bump set, going to come to the net. A hit by Janessa Wallace is in the net, a hitting error, and a point to BPC. 8-3 is now the score. Gilfillan back to serve again. She's served 2 straight for the Spartans. There's the set, goes middle. Gilfillan with the overhand receive. Golage gets it across. Now a set's going to go middle again for the Patriots. Now Jackson's going to set far side to Golage on the left, and she's going to miss tip it. It's going to be 4 hits, and a side out for the Patriots. They trail 8-4. Checking in for BPC is going to be number 2, Peyton Bowman. She'll replace Elizabeth Gilfillan, who just served for the Spartans. Now back to serve is the libero, Alexis Larson. So it was not Alexis that served earlier. It was actually, I think, number 9, Emily Dana, the setter, who served first, judging by where they are in rotation now. Peyton Bowman receives the serve. Now it's going to be Golage hitting it across, and it's going to fall in. Golage was playing middle front in the alignment, but hadn't got to her position yet to get over to left side where she hits from. Hit that as a back row attack, actually, and gets the kill. And back to serve is Janet Lentini. And bad communication as Larson started to go for it, and then number 28, Skylie Davis, ended up trying to get it. A point for Lentini. And BPC leads 10-4. Another nice serve. Going to go across. Now Sickles is going to get it right to the net. It goes. Jackson's going to push it across. Somebody was in the net. Who was it? They're going to say that number 19, Janessa Wallace, was in the net, and that's a point for BPC. Janet Lentini serving again. Nice serve. An unusable pass, an ace, and Lentini has 3 straight points and a timeout charged to the Patriots. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be right back after this.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Janet Lentini currently serving. She served 3 straight points for BPC. They lead 12-4. Lentini with the ball. She'll be the serve. 1 timeout used by the Patriots. Now another passing error that time. Not an ace. That's just a flat passing error. As number 28, Skylie Davis, got to that one, just didn't pass it well. It's 13-4, and she's going to go out. Checking in for the Patriots, number 17, Jordan Slyzewski, I believe, Slyzewski. And Lentini going to serve again. She's got 4 straight points now. And that's going to be another passing error and another point for the Spartans as they lead 14-4 here in set number 1. That's overhand receive in the front row by number 21, Paige Walton. That was of no better effect. Another passing error, and it's 15-4. 5 straight. We'll get 6 straight points. And then a hitting error results in a 7th straight point for Lentini. And a hitting error as it goes out deep across the end line. That was Walton trying to stop the bleeding. No such luck, and it's 17-4 now. BPC with the lead. And another passing error. 18-4. 9 straight points for Lentini. And another point for Lentini. Makes it 10 straight service points for the sophomore from BPC. She's kind of went all over the back row, a couple short into the front row as well. This one's deep to the left corner, and that's a flat-out ace right over the top of the libero, Alexis Larson. Lentini had just been lulling them to sleep with serves just across the 10-foot line, and you could tell as soon as she let go of that one, it was going deep, and it went right back to the deep left corner. 11 straight. Another deep one. That one's got a good pass, a good set, back set, but a hitting error, and it's 21-4. And a bad pass to the setter, and a setter was able to get to it and get it up, but that's about all she could do, and it's going to be another point. Lentini is up to 13 straight points and just 3 points away from a set win for BPC. That's a short one. Now it's going to be a bump set over. It's a free ball. Sickles is going to dump it in, and it's going to go. A kill by Jaitlin Sickles, and another point for BPC. BPC doesn't have a whole lot of offense. That's an ace right there. We'll give her an ace on that one. That's 15 straight service points. Looking for set point right here. Deep off the arms of Larson, and it's going to be set point and 16 straight service points for Janet Lentini. And the BPC wins set number 1. BPC wins set number 1. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our number 1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School, set 1. That's what the little black area is over there with the white lettering. 1-0. A BPC leads Peoria Heights here in JV action. It is 16 straight service points for Janet Lentini to end the first set, and BPC won that set 25-4 in set number 1, 25-4. We'll see what they're able to do here in set number 2. Haley Rodefer and the crew having their best performance so far. So since we've been sitting here, we got fans sitting in front of us tonight. So far I've seen Lucky Licorice being eaten. And I've heard somebody say whoever the new person is has to come to more games because they're playing better tonight. So that's the fun thing about having more crowd around us. We get to see and eat. Oh, do I get a piece of licorice? You're my hero. I can't really eat it on air though. Miles can eat his though. Thank you, Mrs. Suter. So anyway, we're just about ready to go for set number 2. Miles started eating his licorice and forgot to move the camera out. Just kept it focused on Coach Rodefer. Miles, Miles, I can't believe you like licorice. You're so picky, but I love licorice too, so I can't say anything. 25-4 in set number 1, and not a single service point for the Patriots. Helping to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Hensley Grain and Rural Bushnell. Hensley Grain has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushel Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your shortened athletic campaign. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. So, Jackson will be back to start the serving here in set number 2. It's going to go into the net. A side out right off the bat for the Patriots, and back to serve will be the setter, number 9, Emily Dana. Also in the back row, number 21, Paige Walton, and number 19, Janessa Wallace. Left-handed serve goes over. Havens now to Jackson, a back set to Suter, and she's going to hit it long. And the first offensive point scored for the Patriots comes on their first serve of the second game. Emily Dana gets the point, and BPC trails 2-0 here in set number 2. And a passing error results in another point. Maybe BPC needs to settle down a little bit. The first set went so well. Need to relax a little here in set number 2. Havens, a nice pass that time. Jackson's going to go right side to Lentini, and Lentini hits it into the net. 4 hits. A hitting error, and that's going to be 4-0. That's all the points that the Patriots had in the entire first set. Lentini and the long serve by Dana gives the Spartans a serve back. I was going to say Lentini hit that ball a ton the last time, just about an inch too low. Suter back to serve now for the Spartans. Nice deep left serve goes out of bounds, a service error, and another point for the Patriots. 5-1 is the score. Patriots have to, of course, win here in set number 2 to force a third set to have a chance to win the game. Back to serve is number 15, Olivia Tharp. Deep, and going to be Elizabeth Suter hit it right straight up in the air, and Gracie Havens just couldn't find it. She didn't realize where it was at. And a point for Tharp. I'm sorry, Tharp did have a service point in the first game. Havens, Suter. Jackson's going to have to push it across. She does, and finds the hole right in the middle of the Patriots defense. Nobody had a chance to get to it. Gilfillan is going to be back to serve now for BPC, who trails 6-2 and have yet to score a point offensively. Only the 2 side outs have got BPC points. Jaitlin Sickles checks back in as Gracie Havens takes a seat. Gilfillan, bump set, going to go out of bounds on the, I have to call that a hitting error. She did attack it. Number 6 was Olivia Taylor, but she really didn't have a chance with it. It was tracking it down to do it. Gilfillan's second serve is a better pass this time, a better set, and a hit. Jackson to Lentini, who's going to dump it again. That time it's going to be Doug, but to no avail. Setter is the only one that could get to it. Lentini's going to get a kill. And another point for BPC. Checking in for the Patriots, Caitlin Meyer. She's replacing number 28, Skylee Davis. Gilfillan back to serve again. She's served 2 straight. A short serve. Larson is going to bump it. Now it's going to be a free ball. If it gets across, it's out of bounds. A passing error and a point for BPC. And they trail now just by 1, 6-5. Gilfillan back to serve again. She served 3 straight. Chance to tie it up here for BPC. Nice deep serve that time. Larson has it. Set near side. Oh, a nice dig by Jackson, and Lentini got to it but couldn't really do much with it. That was number 19 on the kill, Janessa Wallace. That's her second kill of the match. And a side out for the Patriots. They lead by 2, 7-5. Back to serve is number 13, Caitlin Meyer, walking back, shaking her head. Nice little serve. Golage set by Jackson to Lentini, and Lentini drives it home, and I think that was, they're going to say it was in. That was a big-time hit right on the baseline, and a point and a kill. Lentini gets her unofficially first kill of the match. She served 16 straight to end the last match, and she's going to start things off with a point as well right here as it's tied at 7 now. That ended up being the same as an ace, but that was a very passable ball, just a flat passing error for the Patriots. And Lentini back to serve again. First time it's been tied since 7-7. That's going to be a free ball. Nobody gets there. It's going to be a pass over. Now it's going to come near side. The hit by number 19, Janessa Wallace, is a kill off Suter. And a point for the Patriots, gives them a 1-point lead again. And back to serve for the Patriots is Alexis Larson. Has taken a seat. She's playing for Olivia Taylor. Larson, the libero, serving with her team up 8-7. Bowman. Golage is going to tip it. Oh, what a tip! Nice changing a little bit. She wanted that to hit that hard, but you could tell the set was a little too close to the net. She couldn't get there, so she just tipped it right over the defense. And a point for BPC. Tied it back at 8 again. Now an overpass. And into the net it goes. BPC has its first lead of set number 2. And Golage, who's serving for the first time today, gets her first service point. And she had a kill. Makes her third kill of the match. And the kill by number 21, Paige Walton. She abused the block of Jaitlin Sickles. She hit it right into the hands of Sickles, and the ball fell in between Sickles and the net. Knots it back at 9 apiece, and back to serve is number 19, Janessa Wallace. Suter. Sickles digs it. Golage. Now it's going to be Kylie Norris getting it. Just barely gets it across on a free ball and a bad pass. It's going to be another free ball coming. Peyton Bowman, a nice dig there. Now Norris is going to get it to Jackson. She's going to pass it over on the free ball. Larson to Dana. Now the hit from the middle is a kill by number 21, Paige Walton. And a point for the Patriots. It's 10-9. Back to serve is number 19, Janessa Wallace. Nice low serve. Norris with a nice dig on serve receive. Suter's going to hit it across. Tharp now a bump set back to Tharp, and she's going to hit it into the nets. Side out to BPC and knots the score back at 10. Jaitlin Sickles going to be back to serve. Checking in for BPC is going to be number 15, Elizabeth Gilfillan. She'll replace number 2, Peyton Bowman. Sickles back to serve right from the middle of the floor underneath the basket. Lollipop serve, and it's going to get just barely across, and it's going to come across. Gilfillan blocked that. Could have hit it again, I think, but she didn't know whether they would call it a second 2 hits or not, so she let it fall, and Suter couldn't get to it. A side out. And back to serve is number 21, Paige Walton, and it's across the net on a let serve. Gilfillan's going to hit it. It's dug by Taylor. Now back to Taylor on the center, and then a block. They're going to call Taylor in the net. Oh, no, they said it didn't. Oh, man. I don't think that's a good call. I really thought Gilfillan blocked that. But they said it was 4 hits, so it's a side out. Back to an 11-11 game. Jackson to serve for BPC. And short serve, Larson gets there, but they can't do anything with it. BPC takes another lead, 12-11. I'll give Jackson an ace on that, as that was just well short. Larson couldn't get there. Jackson's serve again here. Now, not a real good pass, but now Taylor's going to have a chance to hit it. She does. Golage with a dig. Bump set, back row attack coming from Golage over the net, and it's out of bounds. A hitting error for Golage on a back row attack. And it's 12-12. BPC and Patriots of Peoria Heights tied at 12, about halfway through set number 2 here. BPC won set number 1, 25-4. Patriots need this one to extend it to 3. Havens couldn't get there. Dana's serving for the Patriots, and it's 13-12 Patriots now. Fourth service point is now Larson, the libero, comes back in for Walton. The lefty Dana serving again. Suter, bump set. Lentini, a nice deep serve. That's in. A free ball, essentially, and Lentini did a great job of hitting it deep, and everybody came up on it, and it went right over the top of both back row players' heads. Now Walton is going to come back in for the libero. And back to serve for BPC is Elizabeth Suter. It's knotted at 13 again. Suter trying to give her team a lead. Taylor. Oh, in the net. I think that's going to, that's going to be Golage in the net. And a point and a side out. And back to serve now is number 15, Olivia Tharp. She's got 1 service point so far here in. And there's an ace. That was just Gracie Havens. That was nearly hit her at the feet. She didn't hardly even move for it. Elizabeth Suter tried to come late to get there. Now there's a nice deep floater. Havens a nice pass that time. Jackson's going to set it over far side to Golage. Golage hits it across. Now a bump set by Dana, and Taylor's going to give a free ball. Now Gilfillan. Jackson, middle to Gilfillan, and she's going to, Dana, a nice one-handed dig. Walton, and Taylor's going to give a free ball back. Suter to Jackson, back set to Lentini. Lentini gets it blocked, but she abuses that block and knocks it out of bounds. A point for BPC, and it's side out, and it's 14-14 now. Gilfillan back to serve. Sickles back in at the front. Gracie Havens takes a seat. There's a hitting error on Taylor, and BPC knots it at 15. It was 15-14 prior to that. I apologize. Gilfillan another serve here. She served 4 points here in set 2. Nice short serve, and that's an ace. 16-15. BPC back up by 1. This has been back and forth, After the Patriots opened with a 6-2 lead, BPC closed the gap, and it's been close ever since. Back set goes to Taylor. She pushes it across. Jackson's there. Sickles now. And now Gilfillan is going to bump it across. Larson to Dana. Now it's going to come near side, and a hitting error by number 19, Janessa Wallace, who leads the team unofficially with 3 kills, but a timeout charge to the Patriots. We'll take a break as well. BPC has taken the lead here, 17-15 in set number 2. We'll be right back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. BPC leads here, and if you are looking at the camera right now, the head JV coach for the Patriots, Kate Barker, getting a little animate over there in the huddle. They called the timeout. That's one timeout for the Patriots. BPC still has the serve and the lead, 17-15. Gilfillan has served 5 points here in set number 2. Draper is going to set it near side. Gilfillan with the dig. Jackson's going to track it down. Sickles with the free ball. Now it's going to be Dana with the set. It's going to go middle to Taylor, and then it's blocked and pushed right back across. Oh, a nice dig and getting it across, but Suter's going to push it back across, and Taylor can't do anything with it. That's Golage, Golage gets it across, and that was a nice dig, though, by Wallace, and another point for BPC. They lead 18-15. A back set to Taylor. Taylor goes to it and gets it, but she goes across the line as she stepped underneath or into the net. I'm not sure which they called, but it was number 13. I guess that's Meyer, not Taylor, excuse me. Olivia Taylor came in earlier. 19-15, and an ace for Gilfillan. She served 8 points now for BPC here in set 2. They lead 20-15. Deep serve. That might be out. I don't know. Yes, it is. Just barely out. A side out. And another breath of life here for the Patriots. Back to serve is number 13, Caitlin Meyer. I apologize. I was calling her Taylor earlier. It's Meyer. Had her number 6 mixed up. And Meyer gets an ace. Her first service point. 20-17 now the score. BPC leads by 3. They're up 1-0. There's a let serve. Suter to Jackson. Now Lentini's going to have to chase it down. She's going to hit it out of bounds. That was just a setting error. Lentini was just lucky to able to get to it and get it up over the net, but it did go out of bounds. Meyer with her team down by 2 with a serve. Suter. Jackson near side to Lentini. Lentini's going to hit it out. A hitting error for Lentini. And it's within 1 again, 20-19. Meyer, 3 straight service points, has closed her team back to within 1 at 20-19. Can she tie it up here? We'll see. Golage, Jackson, Lentini again. That one's going to hit into the net and fall, and hitting error of the opposite variety, and we're knotted at 20 now, 20-20. And a 4th straight service point for Meyer. Meyer's serve is into the net. A service error, and BPC gets the serve back. And Lentini, who served 16 straight to end set number 1, just has to serve 4 straight here. That's nothing, right? There's the serve and an ace to start things off. Her team leads by 2 now. Her 5th ace unofficially of the game. 22-20, BPC with the lead. 2 points away from match point. 3 points away from a match win. Another short serve. That one rolled up the arms. Dana was able to get to it. Walton's going to hit it across. Lentini takes a couple swipes at it, but that was too close to let go. I don't blame her. She had to take a shot at it. Kylie Norris is going to check in. Lentini is going to take a seat in the rotation. A side out puts Larson at the service line for the Patriots. Her team down by 1. Over it comes. Peyton Bowman with the serve receive. Now it's going to go to Sickles in the middle. She puts it deep left corner. Meyer gets there. Now Walton. Oh, nice dig by Suter. Going to go across by Jackson. Larson now to the net it comes. It's going to be a set near side to Wallace. Wallace is dug by Norris. Jackson across to Golage. Golage, a free ball deep, and it's going to fall. As some miscommunication as back there was Tharp, who probably could have got it much easier, but she thought Meyer would be there. And Meyer thought Tharp was going to be there. So, timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back right after this.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. Helping to bring you this contest is MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check out your availability. So, back to serve now is Golage. Jump serve. Meyer gets it, excuse me. I'm going to say that all night long. And then a deep out of bounds. Owen Norris got it anyway. Goldage is going to get it. Now it's going to be Suter nailing it way harder than it needed to be. She was way deep, though. I can't blame her. She wanted to make sure she got it across as she holds her arms up, showing muscles to Coach Rodefer. Back to serve is number 19, Janessa Wallace. It's 23-22. Norris a pass over. And a bad receiving of the pass, and just poor communication again results in set point for BPC. Back to serve will be Jaitlin Sickles. She has no service points here in this contest, but she's got a chance to win the set and the game for BPC. It'll be their second win in a row if they can, at home anyway. Sickles deep serve. It's going to be Meyer on the receiving. A bump set. And a block by Gilfillan and Jackson. And the Spartans win 25-22. And that's how we'll end this contest. We'll take a break and be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. You're watching the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer your area teams. More importantly tonight, the Spartans on to victory, and we have Coach Rodefer with us, and I remember, I'm old, okay? I remember I remember when games only went to 15.
Uh-huh.
Lentini served more than 15 points straight.
16 is what I had.
16 is what I had as well. I had her for throughout the set, or throughout the game, 5 aces. She served well for you.
Fantastic. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better.
I don't know that I've ever seen a person serve 16 straight. That's a bunch. And she
Yeah.
had a timeout in the middle, and sometimes that'll screw you up. Nothing phased her in that first set.
Her head was on tonight, and I couldn't have asked. Like, those girls, they know how frazzled I am right now because they came out and played such a great first one, and then that second one kind of got my blood pumping just a little bit.
Patriots played a lot better in the second
Yes,
contest,
they did.
though. They hit a lot better in the second set, which obviously made things work better for them. It looked like your girls maybe came out, though, at the beginning of that second set. You know, we just kicked their butt 25-4. That's a score you don't see very often in rally scoring, 25-4. You kick somebody's butt like that in the first set, it's really hard to be up and excited for that second set.
Yeah, they had told me it was like they were we played 2 games before this week, and they were like, that was so much, like it was a speed change, and I don't think they were quite ready for it. But that second set, they brought a team, and they were not ready for that. Our team was not ready for that.
But they responded well. They got behind, and sometimes the team, you can kind of tell what a team has mentally by, you played so well the first game, and then you fall behind early in that second game. They could have easily given up, but they didn't. They got down 6-1. They got a side out, and then clawed their way back in.
I tell them constantly, they always play to the team's level, that whoever we're playing, whoever it may be, they always match their speed, and they just have to be just a bit quicker to get to the end.
Well, they were able to get to the end tonight, and that second set, it was a lot more exciting than you would have guessed it was going to be after the first set. But, I had unofficially Cora Golich with 3 kills, 3 aces for Aaron Jackson, who started the game with 2 straight aces.
Yep.
Just a good all-around performance. And we've seen you guys the last 2 times we've seen the JV squad, it's 2 wins.
Yep.
They are obviously getting things, feeling a little better about themselves as they're going. And I was watching the second set, and I thought, Kylie Norris is in there. And I'm like, why didn't she play the first set? And then I realized because
we didn't make it
because
that far.
never made it that far through the rotation.
Make it that far.
Didn't she comes in for Lentini, and Lentini didn't ever leave the game. So It's not very often in this level of volleyball and this rally scoring kind of deal that you don't get through at least one rotation.
Yeah, I think we made it halfway through because Erin and Janet are across from each other, and we made it halfway through.
Yeah, she was your fourth server.
Yep.
And in fact, the Patriots only scored 4 points. So they served one offensive point. Everything else was side outs for them.
Yep.
So that's pretty impressive. I don't know that I've seen that very many
I think
times.
they're getting a lot more comfortable, and after this long week that we've had, I think they were ready to come out on top this time.
So are they ready for a break too?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I think we all are.
Well, I'll let you take a break. I appreciate you coming up and talking to us, but the girls played really well. 18 service points in a set or a game is pretty impressive.
Pretty
That's
crazy.
what Lentini had tonight. So
Pretty crazy.
if you score 50 and she had 18 of them, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, all
Couldn't
right,
be
Coach.
prouder of 'em.
I don't blame you. Well, I'll let you get out of here. We greatly appreciate you coming up and talking to us. And next time we see you, get another one, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
That was Coach Haley Rutherford talking to us for a few minutes here on the postgame show. Once again, the postgame show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. Offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Just real quick, we'll tell you that Lentini had 18 total service points in the 50. Gilfillan had 10 of those service points. 4 for Jackson, who also had 3 aces. 1 for Golage, 1 for Sickles, and 1 for, I guess that's it. That's all they had. Unofficially, 3 kills for Golage, 1 for Lentini, 1 for Sickles, and a big block with Gilfillan and Jackson to end the contest. 4 service points for Dana and 4 service points for Meyer for the Patriots, 3 for Tharp. Unless I missed some, that's all that I saw they had. All but one of those came in set number 2. We'll take a break. We'll close this broadcast out, and we'll be back with the broadcast for the varsity contest in just a few minutes. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.